is harming America. Now, this is not about ideology, okay? But I get tons of mail saying, why are people so extreme on the left? Now, we know there are extremists on the right, but they don't have political clout because they have no media outlets of any note. That's the difference. So the far left is the New York Times, LA Times, to some extent the Washington Post, and then it's got MSNBC and NBC News. I mean, those are big. Far right doesn't have any of that. So you don't hear about really what they're doing, but the far left you hear a lot. So why is the far left movement bent on destroying traditional America? I'm going to tell you now. It all has to do with those folks feeling morally superior to other Americans. So if you know anything about the Hollywood culture or the Washington, D.C. party circuit, these people really see themselves as noble, that they are up here and most Americans are down here. They're bigots, they're MAGAs, they're, what was the Hillary Clinton thing, deplorables. So the far left, the people who drive that, they see themselves as morally superior. Therefore, they have to try to help the underdog, no matter what's the circumstance. So migrants, that's where open borders come from. We're morally superior because we want to give everybody a shot at the American dream, okay? Homeless, we're morally superior because we want to enable the homeless to be homeless, take their narcotics, and walk around in a daze. We don't want to punish them or hold them accountable. No, we're morally superior. Trans people, that's what this trans stuff is all about. Oh, these people, they don't feel comfortable in their own bodies, so they have to change, and we have to make sure that everybody assents to that, despite religious differences. It's like reproductive rights, okay? So the far left says no limits on abortion at all, none. 10 minutes before you are going to give birth, you can abort the unborn child. That's what their view is, because it's reproductive rights, it's women's rights, this, and this. Well, what about the baby's rights? No, never taken into consideration, ever. All right, you'll never hear that. And they'll make up every excuse in the world. So they are the righteous. And when you believe you're the righteous and everybody else is flawed, then you can do what you want to do because you're the righteous. That's what's behind this, all right? Now, meantime, all the other people in the country are getting hammered. So just San Francisco, for example, the people who live there and paid a lot of money for their homes, okay, they are negatively impacted by the rampant crime, the rampant homelessness, no public order, because the far left runs the town. And all of those people and their children, everybody is hurt by this righteous display. Oh, the homeless, it's not their fault. Yeah, it is their fault. Most of them, their fault. Okay, so when you have this kind of mentality, there's no détente. It's not like I can go in and convince Steven Spielberg or Bruce Springsteen or any of these people that their thinking is causing more harm for America than good. I can't do it. No matter what I present, they will not listen or even consider, and I'm the problem. Okay? So then, when there's no détente, when there's no way to breach any gap, you got warring camps, symbolically. Now, no violence is ever accepted unless it's self-defense, okay? So most Americans are beginning to understand this problem, but they should have understood it a long time ago. Now, President Biden is a captive of the far left. He isn't an activist. Many people think he is. I have a friend who hates Joe Biden. I don't hate Joe Biden, all right? But he does, because he believes that Biden is an activist for the far left, where I think he is just a pawn. He does what he's told to do. His wife is the problem, Jill Biden. Because Joe is so doddering, he's so discombobulated in his own mind, he couldn't even formulate an activist program. He doesn't care about the border. He doesn't care about violent crime or homelessness or anything else. He lives his life in a fog, and he's directed to say and do certain things by his far left masters, and that is the truth.